The sea was restless, as if sensing the storm about to fall upon the island of Rhodes. From the deck of his flagship, Suleiman the Magnificent gazed toward the horizon, where the towering walls of the island's fortress loomed in the distance. This was no ordinary stronghold. It belonged to the Knights of St. John, a fierce Christian military order that had defied the Ottomans for decades. But now, at just 27 years old, Suleiman was determined to end their rule. Rhodes had long been a thorn in the Ottoman Empire's side. Sitting in the eastern Mediterranean, it was a crucial Christian naval outpost. The Knights of St. John frequently launched raids on Ottoman ships, disrupting trade and harassing coastal settlements. Suleiman knew that as long as Rhodes remained under their control, his empire's dominance over the Mediterranean would never be secure. By the summer of 1522, he was ready. 400 ships carried an army of 100,000 men, including elite janissaries, artillery experts, and sappers trained in siege warfare. Facing them were only 7,000 knights and soldiers, led by their Grand Master, Philippe Villiers de l'Isle Adam. The odds were overwhelmingly in Suleiman's favor, but Rhodes was no easy prize. The first cannon fire thundered on July 28, 1522, shaking the very foundations of the fortress. Day after day, massive Ottoman bombards pounded the walls, creating breaches that the janissaries attempted to exploit. But the knights were unyielding. Every time the Ottomans stormed the gaps, they fought back with fire, steel, and boiling oil. Weeks turned into months. The sweltering heat, disease, and fierce resistance frustrated Suleiman's forces. By October, the siege had dragged on far longer than expected, yet Suleiman refused to withdraw. He had learned patience in Belgrade, and he knew that persistence, not just brute force, won wars. Then, in December, the walls finally crumbled. The knights, their numbers dwindling, could fight no more. But rather than order a massacre, Suleiman did something unexpected. He offered honorable terms of surrender. The knights could leave peacefully, taking their weapons and sacred relics with them. In return, Rhodes would belong to the Ottoman Empire. Yet one man would not be spared. Murad, the son of Cem Sultan, was among the captives. Murad was a relic of a past struggle, a descendant of the Ottoman dynasty, but raised by the Knights of St. John. His father, Cem Sultan, had once been a rival to Suleiman's grandfather, Bayezid II, and had spent his life as an exile and hostage of Christian rulers. He was a prince with a claim to the throne, and rivals to Suleiman's rule might one day rally around him. Suleiman knew what had to be done. Murad was executed, ending any chance that the Christian powers could use him as a puppet sultan against the empire. On January 1st, 1523, the Knights of St. John marched out of Rhodes, their banners lowered but their dignity intact. Suleiman watched from his command post, knowing that this victory had secured his empire's grip on the Aegean and eastern Mediterranean. For the Ottomans, Rhodes became a strategic naval base, strengthening their control over the seas. As for the knights, they wandered without a home until 1530, when Charles V granted them the island of Malta, where they would make their last great stand against the Ottomans in 1565. But for now, the Mediterranean belonged to Suleiman the Magnificent.